feels like. I'm so in tune with sort of what's in vogue. There's also now a Threads account. Woo! Yeah. So if you want to start sort of abandoning Twitter slowly, you can also get your daily dose on Threads. Very exciting. For those of you that are new to the event, or if you're regulars and you just want to be reminded of kind of the evolution, because it is about history. So as I said, I started this quite a while ago. It was upstairs in the Clarence in front of 25 people, and I thought that was amazing, a really good turnout. And I can tell you that this event has always sold more than 100 tickets. Right, so really, really great to see that people are still tuning in. We were in the White Hart, it got too small, and then we sort of came here. We had a few Zoom events as well during the pandemic, and now we're back. It's quite astonishing when you think about the size of Stoke Newington, right? It's quite small. It was one of the smallest boroughs when it was created in 1900. And when you ask people about the local history of the area, I don't think they would imagine that you could actually end up with these many speakers talking about the history of this small neighborhood. Some even call us district, right? But it's quite amazing. Every time I kind of finish an event and I start planning the next one, I'm thinking, what are we going to talk about next time? But interestingly, through Twitter and Instagram, Facebook, people get in touch. There's always someone that can shine a light on a topic. So if you know someone, if you want to stand here in 3 months, 6 months, just get in touch. There's still a lot of topics that I'd love to cover. There's a lot of communities that I don't think the topics that we had so far described and represent. So, there's only so much that I can do. So if you think that something is missing, definitely get in touch. When I talk about the range of topics, it couldn't be more random than you can imagine. So for example, we had a talk, which I thought one of the really interesting ones, about the World War I Zeppelin raid that started just up the road and had a severe impact. We had to talk about Jewish Stoke Newington a long time ago. We had a recent talk about old boundary markers. You can actually give a whole talk just on boundary markers, right? How amazing is that? We have people that come and share with us photos that their relatives, in this case someone's father, took in the 1920s and 30s, and it's really fascinating because those are photos that you're not going to see in every book, any library. It's just sitting in someone's album, someone's shoebox. So it was great to have that talk. We actually had to talk about the history of electricity in Stoke Newington. I think that was Nick's favorite. He filmed and produced this awesome film. It's on YouTube. You can actually have a look because you get a tour of the substation, which is just next to us, also of the Edwards Lane sort of facility and so on. So that was really cool. We had to talk about Stoke Newington in the 70s and 80s, before it got expensive. Right? Alan was a really great speaker that came again after that. As you know, each of the events is a fundraiser. I'm really pleased to say that tonight's event raised £704 to the Hackney Children and Baby Bank. So thank you all for getting tickets. And as always, if you know of a local charity that could benefit from a donation, just get in touch, let me know. This is the total that we've raised so far, right, to all these local causes and humanitarian causes around the world as well, right? So again, thank you very much. Tonight we have 3 talks as always. I'm going to kick off with my talk, Lost in the Shed, all right? Very, very specific, but you're going to see that it touches on so many different topics, really taking you through a treasure trove of old print material that was found in a dilapidated shed in Green Lanes. And it kind of describes local businesses, organizations, and so on. We're going to hear from Sebastian about the pumping station, the Castle pumping station, one of our, I think, most significant landmarks. So hopefully he can shed some light on that. And then Sam is going to take us to Abney and talk about some of the residents that we can find there. So as always, very random collection, but somehow it all overlaps in some crazy way, right? So let me just switch, and we start with the shed.